Hey everybody, Seth Toupal, host of Locked On Wild, with a pregame warm-up for tonight's matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the Winnipeg Jets, coming to you from Xcel Energy Center, the home opener for the Wild here this evening. The Wild 2-0 on the season. Winnipeg is 0-2 on the season. Now, these two teams did not play last year, and you got to go back to 2019-2020, in which the Jets won the season series 2-1 and also won the playoff series against these two teams in 4 games, going 3-1 in that series. So that season was a 5-2 record for Winnipeg against the Minnesota Wild, but they have not played since. A couple of things that are interesting to note going into this game tonight: the goalie matchup, Cam Talbot and Connor Hellebuck. We'll also, it looks like, see Brandon Duhaime bumped up to the third line, as he will be going with his couple of his teammates in Kevin Fiala and also Freddie Gaudreau. So that should be interesting to see how Duhaime does in tonight's game with a little bit of a bump. The fourth line looking like Victor Rask, Nico Sturm, and Nick Bukestad. Other than that, really no changes for the Wild in the lineup, and rightfully so, because pretty much everybody has played pretty well to start off the season, but hopefully they can continue that here tonight. The Jets, it sounds like, are going to be a little shorthanded as well, as Blake Wheeler is not going to play due to COVID-19. And so the Jets going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. So they're going to be a little shorthanded here in this one tonight. And all in all, I think it leads to a 5-1 win for the Minnesota Wild here this evening. Now, some things to keep an eye on in tonight's game is do we finally see the top line kind of get it pulled together here this evening? And by top line, I mean the Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, and Zuccarello line. They've been close, and it seems like they're just, a good pass here and there from really putting it together. And so, do they do so here tonight against this Winnipeg lineup? Also, the fourth line with the changes, I had made the call and was almost right that somebody on the fourth line was going to score in the game against the LA Kings. Technically, Brandon Duhaime did, but then the goal was waved off the board. So, do we see somebody on the fourth line light the lamp here this evening? Going to have the home crowd with them, so should be a very exciting atmosphere for the Wild here in this one tonight. Also, with the fact that the Jets are shorthanded coming into this game, please take care of business. We don't need to see any sort of lackluster start that keeps the Jets in this game and leads to maybe a 5-4 Winnipeg win or something like that. Just take care of business from the get go and get this win, notch that third win of the season here tonight, and also capitalize on special teams. The Jets 0 on the power play so far this year, and they've already given up 4 power play goals in 2 games. So capitalize on that as well. The Wild power play has looked pretty good so far to start the season. Get a couple here tonight and cruise to a nifty win against a team that the Wild should beat based off of where things are at here this evening. So that's what to look for here this evening. 7 o'clock game. We will have, of course, some reaction after the game, and we'll continue to push through the week. All that and plenty more content coming up here on Locked On Wilds.